Hey, Magic fans, back again. Today we're talking about Secret Lair for August. I know I didn't cover it when it first came out, but there was so much Dominaria stuff going on, just didn't have the time. So now we're going to loop it back and take a look at the August Secret Lair lineup. We'll run through it pretty quick, meaning 10 minutes minimum, because that's how long the channel takes. But anyway, and then we'll look at all these cards, how they're coming out, and we'll talk a little bit about how they sexy, are they not? Would you buy them? Would I buy them? Well, I'm not going to buy them. That's just how I am. I'm just that guy. But anyway, so let's take a look at it. Don't forget to sub up as we get started into Secret Lair August Super Drop. So, we're going to start off with Dan Frazier's back again. He has the Allied Talismans this time. We have foil etched for $40, and we have non-foil for $30. To give you a little better look at them, here they are. Not gonna lie, they are kind of sexy. Not a fan of this one, but whatever. This one's kind of cool. This makes me ask questions. This is kind of cool. Looks almost like a bug though. I really dig this one on the bookshelf. So that's the one. As we keep on looking, we'll notice that the Dan Frazier himself has made another one for the enemy talismans. Again, this one is $40 for the foil edition, $30 for the non-foil. They look a little something like this. So here you go. The Talisman's hierarchy is kind of funny. It looks almost like a Jack in a Box. Talisman of Creativity, I'm really digging that. Talisman of Resistance, black-green is a bug on a chain for some reason. The Boros one is a shield. That's kind of, actually relevant. The blue-green one is a eye staring at you in the clouds, I guess. Hmm. Anyway, still not really bad art. Gotta hand it to old Dan Frazier. He's pretty good at this. This is what you're into. Here you go. You've got, I believe, 22 more days for this cycle ends. Also out is the Imaginary Friends edition, which is the Imaginary Friends foil is $40. Imaginary Friends non-foil is $30. This is a callback to the Battle Bond style of cards back when we had Purr, the Imaginary Rascal, green and 2 for the 1/1. Partners with Toothy, the Imaginary Friend. Here is Toothy, which is actually kind of neat, my personal opinion, because, all the teeth. Anyway. And then also you have the Matter Reshaper, which is a Eldrazi creature. This is probably the creepiest imaginary friend you could have in the world of Magic because it's an Eldrazi, but, we'll go with that. And then we have the old Gitrog monster, which is hilarious. Uh, Kind of gives you the idea of, old storybook style cards for like imaginary friends we used to read when we were a kid, right? I still wish, I know that's his tongue hanging out, but I wish that was an arm just because it's just too funny with the old Gitrog picture. Not going to lie. All right, so moving on. Next we have the Artist Series Victor Abdane Minguez. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm butchering his name probably. But again, we have a foil selection of 4 cards for $40, $10 a piece. Non-foil is $30. Take a little closer look at what he's working with here. We have the Knight Exemplar, 2 white and 1 for 2/2 with first strike. Other Knight creatures you control get +1/+1 and have indestructible. That's pretty sweet. We have Knight of the White Orchid. This is really cool. If you don't know, it's a 2/2 for 2 white first strike. When it comes into play, if your opponent has more lands, you can get a Plains out, put it directly into play. Untap, mind you. And it says Plains card, not basic land. Makes a difference. Coolest thing about this is that is so spaced out Star Wars kind of theme. I just think it's really cool. Like what they've done with that. I mean, this one here is still the old school. I mean, it kind of looks kind of spacey, but with the stained glass and stuff in the back, still looks medieval. This is total space. Then we have Lord of the Undead, 2 black and 1 for the 2/2. All zombies get +1/+1. Return his armory card from your graveyard to your hand. Mad Max style. So I'm definitely digging this. This is actually pretty sweet, not gonna lie. And then for some reason in all this, we have Compost, which is a green and 1 for whenever a black card is put in the opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may draw a card. I don't know why they chose this one, but hey, whatever. White, black, green. Makes perfect sense, right? Wrong. But that's okay. This is Secret Lair, and it's not supposed to make sense. Not gonna lie, I love these 3. I'm not sure about this one, but who am I to judge? Still a pretty neat picture. So, moving right along. Next, we also have the Artist Series Nils Ham Foil Edition for 40, 10 a card again. And we have the $30 non-foil edition. In this one, Nell's working with, we have the Deep Flow Skate. Apparently, this is a blue 4 for a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, any double the number of each kind of counter on any number of target permanents. Interesting. We have Tireless Tracker, which that is interesting artwork. Tireless Tracker is obviously a mainstay since it's rotated out of standard into modern, believe it or not, so one or two of them in most decks. We have Contagion Engine, which is still very kitty-like, even though there's a giant glob sitting here of apparently something that stinks. So it's 6 mana artifact that when it enters the battlefield, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature target player controls for proliferate and then proliferate again. So very interesting. Also, we have the Sword of Truth and Justice. This is really sweet. Protection from white and blue. Deals combat damage to the player, put +1/+1 counter creature you control, then proliferate. Not the best sword, but I do love the whole kind of lady in the lake, even though there's extra ladies in this lake. But anyway, it's that. I'm not sure I'd pay this kind of money. Most of the value here is going to be in the sword, but you can do what you will. All right, moving on. Next, we have another one. We have In Memory Jaya Ballard. Foil edition for 45 cards, non-foil for 30. So as you guys probably already know, Jaya is getting the axe in the new set. You can see her in her youth, and then her in her not so youth. Really did like Jaya as a planeswalker. I don't think she got enough, let's say, fanfares I think she deserves. But anyway, back to the cards. Pyromancer's Goggles. This is from one of the base sets. 5. You can add 1 red. If you use it to cast a sorcery, you copy a card. So that's a pretty sweet card. We have Jaya the Ballard, the Planeswalker. +1, add 3. Only spend it to cast instants or sorceries. Discard up 3 cards and draw that many. And you get an emblem. It says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard, if that spell would be exiled, put it back in your graveyard instead. We have the Immolating Inferno. I don't remember what this is from, but it's 2 red and X. You may cast legendary sorcery only if you control a legendary creature or permanent. This might be the first Dominaria card. Yeah, I believe it is. It deals X damage to each of up to 3 targets. Very sweet. We have Pyretic Ritual. Very nice. 3 red. Might pick up some of those from my Storm deck. They're kind of sexy. Because, Jaya and all. And then here we have Repercussion. 2 red and 1. Whenever a creature is dealt damage, Repercussion deals that much damage to that creature's controller. Interesting enchantment. Probably play a little Commander. Well, most of this stuff will be in Commander. Cards aren't too shabby. I'm not going to lie. Do like them. So, in memory. Miss you, Jaya. So then we go on to the big pile. That's right. We have Showcase Dominar United Textured Foil Edition. So these are textured foils for $50. And wouldn't you know it, they're all of the ancient dragons. Or, excuse me, elder dragons. From Legends. We know we have Arcadia Sabath. Obviously, these are also the old dragon versions, not the new ones where they all have upkeeps and so forth. We have Chromium, Nicol Bolas, Vegatus, and Palladium. Pretty sweet cards, especially in their style. Being textured foils, I might try to pick a couple of these up by the end of the month if I'm feeling froggy. Not going to lie, but it's not like I would play them in anything, so, maybe I won't. Because even in older formats, these aren't going to do a whole lot. But these are going to be pretty sweet if you want to use one of these for a commander. I ain't going to lie. And I definitely give you props if you do. So, moving right along. Next we have the Non-Stop Non-Foil Bundle. So, this bundle is going to be for everything that we've talked about, non-foil, except for the dragons. So, you obviously get, one of every bundle for $179.94. Then you also have the Full of Foils bundle, which has all of the foils. This one includes the dragons that we talk about that are textured foils, along with the other 6 for $289.93. And then last but not least, what would it be if you couldn't just buy everything under God's green earth for one lump sum. That's right, for 469.87, you can get the foil and unfoil version of everything. But remember, dragons only come in textured foils, so you only get one of it, but you'll get a foil and non-foil of everything else. So there you have it. So that's all the secret layer drops that have come out for August so far. You've got at least probably 21 more days by the time you see this. I think I'm filming it. There's 22. It's close to midnight. But anyway, if this is something you're into, more power to you. So go check it out. And don't forget, like, subscribe, comments down below, feeds that YouTube algorithm, hit that notification bell. A little click for you means a lot for me. And if you've done everything you can, I want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you want to help out some more, check out the links in my description to the eBay store where I sell a lot of my cards online, even especially from the box opening series. I have a Patreon channel if you want to sign up for monthly deals and swag. And there's an email in there if you just want to reach out and say, hey. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table.